Now, this is going to shock you to think this is happening under the watch of one of the best presidents on immigration, which is President Trump. But according to Judicial Watch, the federal government has been quietly relocating illegal immigrants around the country on commercial flights. The president of the National Border Patrol Council, Brandon Judd, said that's because Obama administration holdovers are still running major agencies. He joins us now via Skype from Malta, Montana. Also joining us from San Diego is immigration advocate Enrique Morones from San Diego, as I said. Gentlemen, it's great to see both of you. Brandon, let's start with you. Now, this is a program which took place and began under President Obama. And it was initially passed, I think, in 2008, and it eventually was like child trafficking concerns motivated the idea that you can't immediately deport minors back to non-contiguous countries. That's different, however, from relocating them across the country on commercial flights, correct?
It is, and it actually expanded from 2008 to releasing anybody that claimed a credible fear that said that they didn't want to go back to their country, and we were releasing all individuals that crossed the border illegally. Enrique,
why is this the way to enforce American immigration law on the books? In other words, to me, it seems like a magnet. If you tell people, if you get across the border, we will protect you, we will send you to a sponsor. Is Enrique there? I just see a truck. Otherwise, Enrique's changed. And we'll just send you all over the country to various locations, and you'll be able to stay. There he is. So what of that, Enrique?
Well, first of all, of course, it's not true. That's not what is taking place. In the last 6 years, there's been less migrants crossing the border, especially from Mexico. Now it's mostly Central Americans. And it's very, very difficult to get asylum. Very difficult. Most don't get asylum. So it's not a matter of just saying, I want asylum and you get in, like the Border Patrol Union likes to state. If that were happening, then the Border Patrol Union is greatly responsible because they've been promoting that concept to smugglers.
Well, Enrique,
really
I'm confused,
under the Bush program,
yeah.
President Bush started the program.
Yeah.
The people that do have credible fear, that do have a family member, many of them are allowed to go to that family member and stay there until they go to court.
Right, they never go to court. Well, Enrique, look, you're smart. You've been doing this for a long time.
About half of them do go to court. Yeah, about half of them do go to court. I know a lot more about this than you.
Oh, okay,
about half of them do go to court. I've been there.
Let's play tag here.
With these cases, on many occasions.
What's the percentage of individuals who've been ordered deported show up at their hearings? Go ahead, Enrique. You know so much.
About 55%. About 55% of the people in these cases that you're referring to.
They never show up. That is a complete lie. They do not show up for their deportation hearings.
News.
Brandon, go ahead.
Who's the liar here? We're talking to Fox News.
Then why are you on with us if you're going to call us a liar? Why are you on a network that's filled with liars?
Because
I asked you. Hold on a second, Brandon. No, Enrique, just one question.
Lies, Laura. That's why.
Brandon, I asked you a simple question, and you obfuscated and went to another point, which is cute, but it really doesn't work on this show. I asked you a question. How is it enforcing U.S. law to say if you cross the border illegally, you will most assuredly, unless you are a known felon, you will be released after a short period of time to a sponsor, and you will be flown via commercial airline with an HHS sponsor escort to your location of choice. And my question was, how is that comporting with the rule of law? Now you may answer, and then Brandon will get a shot.
It's not happening. It's very rare exceptions that takes place. So it's important that you know the facts, that you speak the facts. Don't talk about exceptions. Talk about the reality. 40% drop in undocumented migration in the last 5 years, long before Trump.
Okay, well, you're a drop. We have 621% increase in Southwest border family unit apprehensions from April 2017 to December 2017. We had 1,126 family units crossing in April. December, we had 8,121 just in 1 month. 1 month, 8,121 families crossing the border in anticipation, undoubtedly, of an amnesty. Brandon, I did not give you enough time here, but if Enrique might let you speak for 5 seconds. Go ahead, Brandon.
Laura, I can personally tell you, I did a shift patrolling the border today. I can personally tell you we let go nearly all those individuals that crossed under the Obama administration. Now, it's been much better under the Trump administration, but you still have those Obama holdovers that are forcing us to process the illegal aliens that we catch and set them up so that they can then turn around and release them. And that's got to change. And I am hopeful that it's going to change, because we know that President Trump is tough on immigration. He just has to deal with those Obama holdovers. And once that happens,
let me play for you a soundbite from a flight attendant who called into my radio show today. Let's listen really quick.
There were 4 of them. They took up 4 seats in first class. Young women and young children. They all have on brand new clothes, 1 bag of all brand new belongings, no identification whatsoever.
Now, we had to cut that short, but she went on to say they had an escort with them, and she didn't know where they ended up ultimately. But this happens time and time again. She's a longtime flight attendant. She knew what she was talking about. Enrique, really quickly, you can respond.
Sure. Why don't you ask Chris Harris? He's a Border Patrol Union guy. Ask him why he shot a migrant and killed a migrant. This is what's really taking place along the border. So you take these exceptional cases and try to make it sound like it's happening all the time. These are rare exceptions. The people are forced to flee, much of it because of U.S. interference in those countries. The U.S. should be much more welcoming. They're not even in the top 20 countries when it comes to welcoming migrants.
Enrique, you don't want a border, though, right? I mean, you just don't want a border at all. I mean,
I do want a border.
It's more honest.
I do want a border.
It's more honest to say, I don't want a border. What's a humane border?
I do.
A border that's Swiss cheese? What is that?
I don't know. That's not what I want. I want humane, intelligent borders.
This is a cliche. That doesn't mean I want a humane border. What does that mean? You cannot answer the question.
People should be able to come in through the front door. There should be a line for them to get into. There's no line for them.
Yeah,
the U.S. has these policies and invades foreign lands,
Learn the meaning of the word legal.